Welcome to Sleepy's Hollow's introduction to our magic booking system. I just want to run very quickly as a refresher for our existing clients and also for new clients on how to navigate your way around our portal system. The first thing you will need to do is to click into the website. So it's sleepyhollow.magicbooking.co.uk/home. We'll also have a link to that particular website on our own website, which is sleepyhollowgroup.com. If you go on to the wraparound pages, that's where you will see everything relating to our out of schools care. So when you log on at first, you will see that it gives you the options if you want to receive marketing information from us, if you want to receive SMSs. We don't send those out, so I would recommend that you unclick those except for the marketing information, because that's where we don't send out regular info other than maybe our termly newsletters, summer scheme bookings and things like that. So if you opt out of that, then you're not going to be notified of things like our summer scheme. So you go in and you click all of your preferences onto that. You can also create a new account for the first time if you don't have your log on. But once you log on, put in your password. This is the screen you'll come through to. And what I would do in the first instance is go in and check all of your children's details are up to date. That's really important to us because that's the information that is live in our site for our managers to see. Things like you will pick your site here. This has been predetermined. This is a dummy site, but when you're logging on for the first time, you will see a list of 16 different sites. So you go in and pick the one that's relevant to you. I'm actually going to change that to Greenwood. And then you go in dietary needs, medical information, disabilities, emergency contacts. For example, if you knew maybe a next door neighbour or a friend was coming to pick your child up tomorrow, this is at any point you can add in those contact details. We will always ask for ID the first time somebody comes to pick a child up who we don't know. Collectors, that's where you'll be adding your collectors if that changed, or emergency contact. Your doctor. It's really important that we have all of this information, as big a profile as we can for each child, putting in a photo there if you wish, and that's just good because, as I say, this is the enrolment details that we have for your child. Only the manager of that particular unit will see all of your details. So once you've got all of the children's details on, then I would go in and make your booking. So for this purposes, I'm going to book Greenwood. As I said, this child, when it was set up, so this child is no longer eligible because that child's probably too old. The date is now, they're beyond the age group, so possibly beyond 12. But so for this purposes, I have two children who are left eligible to join our service. I'm going to go for the second child that was set up and say I only want Breakfast Club only for this child. So I'll click in on Breakfast Club. Really, really important that you choose all of the accurate. So whether or not, if you want, the afternoons, you get Breakfast Club free, or if you only want afternoons but you don't need the Breakfast Club, that's just really important because we will be doing our rotas based on all of this information. So we need to know in advance what our numbers are every day, that we have the correct staffing ratio there. So, and also really important where there are two different finishing times. In this school there's only one finishing time. It may be 1:45. I know there's a 10-15 minute variation. But if there's maybe a 2 o'clock and a 3 o'clock finish, that's really important that you make sure that you have your child's accurate finish time, because that's the time we will be going to class to pick your child up. So you'll see a start date and an end date. Obviously, it's only going to navigate to the very first day of term. That's today's date, so you can just leave that there because there won't be any availability until the first day back. We take out all holidays, Christmas, bank holidays, anything that falls where school is closed during this period. This is just the term time booking we're making. So back up, it's just term time only that we're booking. And I just want to book, say, Friday breakfast clubs, Thursday, Friday breakfast clubs for the whole year. I'm going to check availability. Right, as you can see, the first date, although it said the 22nd initially, the first date that there will be a Friday booking will be on the 30th of August, because that's the first Friday that there is in the academic term. You will see that these holidays are shaded out because they actually fall on bank holidays, so you're not being charged for those. So it's taking you right up until the last Friday of term, and the same then for Thursdays. You're going to see everything for the whole academic year here going there. So that's all I need. If I wanted to book another activity, you could go in here then at that time and book another activity. But I'm going back in Have a look at this booking. That's the one I wanted. And I'm going to continue with the added dates. Okay. And again, you can go in and you can add another child at this particular stage. I'll actually maybe go in and book another child. I'm going to now book C as well, because I've thought, look, I may need C in, but C only needs Wednesday and needs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm going to check the availability for that. Oh, I haven't clicked on Breakfast Club only, so it won't let me go any further. So I'm going to check availability for sibling. And again, you can see that both children are booked in every Friday. Both children are booked in every Wednesday. And both children every Thursday. And I picked all 3 days. Let me just check. Yeah, sorry, I picked up all 3 days for both. So I'm going to check that out. And at this point, I'm going to accept it. You'll see that there's a sibling discount being appointed. So that is your invoice for the whole year. You do not need to pay that up front. That's divided across each month for the whole year. Again, if you want to see details, again, you can look in there. You can export that to PDF so you have it for the wall of your house or your wherever you may need it, your diary. So submit the booking. That will then go for approval. I'm just going to, as soon as that's submitted, I'm going to pause for a wee minute. My colleague here is going to go in and approve that booking. Just give me a minute, it hasn't gone through yet, it takes a little minute. It's still loading here. That's it. So that booking's been confirmed. It's been completely successful and our reference is shown below. So that has now been approved. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to look at the booking details. Now, as you can see, there's been quite a few bookings that have already been put in the system because this is obviously a demo account. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to view my most recent booking. It's actually not showing up in the system yet. You got it there at your end, Rona?
It's doing up. I've approved it.
Okay, let me just refresh my screen and it should come up. Yeah, so you can see your booking. So that's where you can go in, and we've only one valid booking at the moment. Okay, and that will be set up to have 10 individual payment plans. So you can go in and look at dates booked, and that's been accepted. You can look and see where you've made any payments. And that's where you can go in and make a payment. But my colleague here is just going to set up a payment plan. So again, you'll go in and at that stage, you'll see expected payments. So if we, again, it's the only way we can do it here is to set up payment plans. That will be divided over 12 months for you.
10.
Sorry, 10 months. I keep saying 12 months, but over 10 months.
Okay, I'm doing it right now for you. And how would you like to pay it?
Well, put it up at this stage just for credit card payments. We'll talk about that as well. You can let us know if you want to split your payment. So some parents may choose to make a payment of childcare vouchers, tax-free childcare. That's where you need to tell us how to split your payment. But in this instance, we're just going to assume that everything is going to be made by debit or credit card. So again, I'm going to refresh my screen and you'll see that it's been set up. And my expected payments each month will be a card installment, and it's usually on the 28th of each month. That's where I can navigate in and make a payment and store my card details, and that will be applied every month. So for example, say the first month, right, I want to pay £50 of this using childcare vouchers, or I only want to make a £50 payment this month. I'm going to apply that because the other £50 on this booking is going to be made, the shortfall between this and this is going to be made, say, using childcare vouchers. So again, I'll accept that and pay and go to the payment screen. And that's where you are going to go in and navigate that and pay now. You can set that up as a recurring payment. So your booking's only held for a short period of time. If you fail to process your payment, it'll automatically be cancelled. And it'll be shown as magic booking on your card statement. So I'm going to navigate back out of this screen. And again, once your payment's made, you can go in and you can navigate, you can look at all your payments made, you can look at your dates booked, you've got a copy here of your invoice which you can download or view. to have, and that's in case parents may need it for tax credit supports, vice versa. So it's really as simple as that. The system is extremely easy and extremely user friendly. Again, you might want to come in at a later date and you might want to add to your booking. So I'm going to go back into my booking details again. And I'm going to go into view this booking. Dates booked. Payments made. Sorry, I'm going to go back in. We can add to your booking, but you're going to have to go back in and book again. So possibly what I would say is if you're just booking a one-off, an ad hoc day, if you want to book again, you can come in and maybe book, I only want Breakfast Club only, and I want to just book it on a particular ad hoc day. You would need to come through us to do that. I'm showing you a bad example here, but you would need to come through us just for an ad hoc day. And this is just set up for the term time all year round. There will be other options after term time starts where you can go in and book an ad hoc day. So again, you'll see that it's extremely user friendly. We're just at the start of the year, so we don't have that open yet, so apologies, I'm showing you in, but this is the screen where you would come in, and instead of a start date and an end date here, you would see the possibility of just having an ad hoc day. And we only open that obviously once term time started, because we secure our set bookings all year round. But you can check another availability, or if you know that you need, for example, every Thursday and you need that going forward, it's possibly easier to drop us an email and we can amend your existing booking so you don't have 2 or 3 separate bookings on your system here. Navigate back out into my bookings. So again, you can go back in at any time, and this would be where you would go in and you would make your summer camp bookings or your Halloween bookings or anything like that. You just go in and you add a new booking, and you will have a separate payment plan for your half term and your holiday camp bookings. And as I say, if you need an additional ad hoc day and you let us know to add those in for you, well then you'll only have one term time payment plan and one holiday camp plan. Now, if parents know in advance for the whole year what they need at the beginning of the year, for example, what we did for summer was we were able to put their summer camp and their term time payment in or booking in one booking, and that spread your payment over 12 months. But that's something we'll come back to you about next Easter to let you know the possibilities of doing that for the year ahead. If you've any difficulty with Magic Booking, there's a helpline that you can go on to. You can contact here through the Contact Us button. That will take you through to Magic Booking. If there's any query or feedbacks or suggestions you may have, feel free to send those at any time through to Magic Booking, and if they feel it's something that we need to respond to at our end, they will just redirect that to us. So I would kind of encourage parents in the first instance always to hit the Contact Us button for feedback or suggestion or help with the site. And as I say, if it's something that we need to fix at our end, then we will respond to you. So hopefully that's been helpful and straightforward for parents, and having a little demo may just make the site easier to navigate. But one of the things we would say is the view that our staff get at their end when they look onto the system, they have very accurate, up-to-date information. So you just may have booked a child on that morning for an afternoon session, and when they come in, that's automatically updated. So this is not just a booking and a finance system. This is very much a database for our staff. And we love the system. So again, any feedback that you have that you think could be improved, use this for feedback or suggestions, and certainly Magic Booking are really proactive in taking on board any feedback. Thanks again.